because we have Engels versus Murphy on the men's side of things. Women's headlined by, I think you'd say Rachel Schneider be the favorite. I mean, I want to see Alexa Ephraimson in there now that she's training with Pete Julian. But Engels v. Murphy, former teammates. I'm excited to see this road mile. And listen, road mile, again, doesn't get a lot of love. Does not get a lot of love. We have we can pull up the start list here too. Ryan Hill in this thing. So this should be a fun one. Gordon, you got a pick?
I think I don't have a pick. No pick. But my thoughts are it is a Clayton Murphy litmus test race. We haven't seen him in a long time. We saw him a little bit in the 800 indoor.
Once.
I want to see once. I just want to see what he is right now. If he goes in there and is like his usual self, it's going to be like, all right, the 1500, he's a potential sneaking in to run the 1500. We talked about that. Could he do a 15-800 double to kind of double his odds of making an Olympic team? I'm just most excited to see how good he is. Is he up there with Engels? Is he able to blow away the field in the final 150, 200? Because after Engels, it's kind of not that crazy, right? After Engels and Murphy. I mean, Hill, he's not really a 1,500 meter runner anymore.
Yeah.
Pat Casey's kind of more of a 13:38, 39 guy. Avila, same thing. Alvarado, kind of same thing. So I think we will have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So,
well, and we don't know. You're right. We don't know where either of these guys are out. Murphy runs the 148 indoors. I mean, you put that tweet out that you talked about where he was 100% right, nothing mattering except for where you're at the Olympic trials. From Engels' perspective, he ran a couple indoor 800s and then ran the 13:36 in Austin in the 5K. But no one's looking at Engels' 5K time and extrapolating what he's going to be able to do at the trials. And nobody's looking at an indoor 800 from Clayton Murphy and thinking, okay, this is for sure what he's going to do in June. Now that we're 2 months away, again, I think we're getting to the most consequential road mile here, Gordon, in recent memory.
So you're calling it the most consequential road mile, but Clayton Murphy has already said, go back, put that tweet back up, in 9, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. So he could get first or last in this most consequential Kevin Sully themed road mile, and it won't matter. So
listen, I'm just trying to hype the road mile. I got to admit, I don't have the entire history of road miles in front of me. You have to be really deep in the weeds to know exactly the history of every single road mile. But anything that's only 8 weeks before the trials is going to take on greater significance. And then you have two guys who are qualifier level, have made teams before in their respective events. I want to see it. I think it could mean something. I think it could actually mean something this time. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, I think a bunch of these people are coming back and doubling back to run the 1,500 on the track.
At Drake.
See. At Drake.
Is this Drake? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, on the final day, Avila, everyone, they're all running a 1,500, throwing Robbie Andrews, Rob Napolitano, our favorite runner. And same thing on the women's side. So I feel like they're kind of getting like simulating like rounds in a way. You got your road mile, and then a few days later, you have another 1,500 to kind of train your body what it's like to put two hard efforts in back to back against a tactical field. So I think that'll be kind of good for both the men and women all around.